meeting room number 1, previously labeled meeting room number 2, northeast corner, 3rd floor, with 3 members present. Okay, this is just a short meeting this morning, a single purpose, approval or amendment of agenda.
Mr. Chairman, I motion that we approve the agenda as printed.
I'll second.
Moved and seconded. Any further discussion?
No, sir.
If not, we'll call vote, please.
Solosik,
Yes.
Patton,
Yes.
Thompson.
Yes.
Okay, this was tabled from May 29th, 2018.
Mr. Chairman, I was the one that tabled it. Do I need to be the one by procedure to bring it back to the table?
Anyone who voted for it can.
Okay.
But,
If so, I would motion that we bring this item back to the table, which was resolution number 2018-033.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
Okay, what this does is it removes it from the table, brings it to us at this point. If there's no discussion, well, I guess there is no discussion on this, but
The only discussion was, at the time we tabled it, we did not have these accurate land values, and now we have, so the only thing we should have to do is to put these accurate land values in and either amend, adopt, or approve the resolution.
we do need to, you moved to do this, he seconded, we do
Yes,
need to
we
vote on this.
We do need to vote. So, roll call, Solosik.
Yes.
Patton,
Yes.
Thompson.
Yes.
Okay, the motion to remove this item from the table has been approved. So moving on then to item number 2, which is resolution 2018-0033. This is a resolution establishing just compensation values prior to the start of negotiations for the Green Mountain Wastewater Treatment Facility project. There are two areas of land that are involved in this. I'm not going to read the whole thing. You can get tongue-tied doing the legal descriptions, but whereas the Marshall County Board of Supervisors, the board, has caused an appraisal to be made of a parcel of land owned by Matt Smith Farms, LLC, consisting of 3.86 acres, legally described as follows, and it's properly written out there on that. Then on the next page, page 2, it says, whereas the Marshall County Board of Supervisors, the board has caused an appraisal to be made of a parcel of land owned by Linda Voss Revocable Trust and Paulette Bermudez. I mispronounced that twice and I can't get it out of my head. Bermudez Trust, consisting of 12.66 acres, legally described as follows on your agenda. So, moving then on to page 3. We need to fill in some things here, and we will do that now. This is the amount of dollars that was done when we had this land appraised. In section 1, the board hereby finds just compensation for the necessary property interest owned by Matt Smith Farms, LLC, just compensation Matt Smith Farms, LLC, to be in the amount of $30,000. And section 2, the board hereby finds just compensation for the necessary property interest owned by Linda Voss Revocable Trust and Paulette Bermudez Trust to be in the amount of $106,600. Just compensation, Linda Voss Revocable Trust and Paulette Bermudez Trust. And section 3, the designated acquisition agent with JCG Land Services, along with the County Director of Planning and Zoning, Public Environmental Health, and Weed Commissioner, is directed to negotiate for acquisition of the necessary property interest. No offer shall be made in negotiation with each of the property owners which is less than the respective just compensation amounts for the interest specified in sections 1 and 2 hereof. Section 4, the board finds that the above described property and interests therein are necessary in order to achieve the public purposes of the project. The chair would entertain a motion at this point.
Mr. Chairman, I motion that we adopt resolution number 2018-0033, which is a resolution establishing just compensation values prior to the start of negotiations for the Green Mountain wastewater treatment facility project.
I'll second.
And it's been moved and seconded. Any further discussion?
Just a couple comments. Both of these dollar figures were done by an independent review appraiser's report. I have them both in my hands. They were dated 5/23/18, and it was done by Bernard B. Banker, SR-WA, who is an Iowa Certified General Real Estate Appraiser, license number CG01290, and the amounts that was written earlier match the amounts that are on both of these appraisers' reports.
Any further comments or questions?
No, sir.
If not, roll call vote, please.
Solosik,
Yes.
Patton,
Yes.
Thompson.
Yes.
Okay, this item has been adopted. Moving on then to item number 3, adjournment. John, do you have any comments before we do that?
No.
Okay. I'd ask John to come in case there were questions that we couldn't answer, and he could. So thank you for coming, appreciate that. Going on then to item number 3, adjournment. The next regular session is June 12th, 2018, 9 a.m. All business to be acted upon at that session should be submitted to the County Auditor, Recorder's Office, or the Board of Supervisors' Office by Thursday, June 7th, 2018, at 1 p.m. There being no further business to come before the board, the meeting is adjourned at 9:06 a.m. Thank you for coming.